Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. Sending you so much love from wherever in the world you are currently watching this reading today, whether you are new to my channel or a returning subscriber. Hello and welcome. On this channel, I like to make tarot picky card readings as well as using other divination methods to bring forth messages for your highest good to know. And thank you so much for those of you who have been liking, commenting on my videos. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback and appreciate your support so much. Thank you to those of you who have also been subscribing to my channel as well. In today's timeless picky card reading, we are getting some channeled messages. I have written letters from your person's higher self. So this can be somebody you have been previously in a romantic relationship with or a person of interest. This is more so geared in romance, but it can be open to other people as well. So just take what resonates with you, but just know that before we dive right into it. We have some crystals to also choose from today. Over here we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. You can take a moment to pause the video if you like to really ground, center yourself, clear your mind, and take a few deep breaths. Call in your spirit guides, guardian angels, higher self, universe, the divine, and ask them to help direct you to a group that contains the information for your highest good to know right now. Always remember that this is a general reading and you also have free will, so please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. If something doesn't quite fit you or sound right, then it's likely just meant for somebody else. So again, only take what resonates with you. And timestamps will be in the video description down below when you are ready, so that you may skip ahead to the group or groups that you feel the most drawn to. Let's get right in. Hello, group number 1. For those of you who are drawn to the group with the black tourmaline stone, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's get right into the channeled letter from your person's higher self, and then I will be pulling some cards on camera for you for any additional messages they may have or spirit may have about them. Okay, group number 1. So this is the channeled message. If you'd like to pause right here, you can, but I'm also going to be reading it out loud for you. Spending time with you was like playing under the setting sun, with amber lighting up our hearts and ocean breeze flying through our hair. Everything about you was intoxicating to me, like getting lost in a favorite book. I remember the times we got lost in smiles and laughed like we were two kids still young at heart. I treasure the bond between us and wish you were still here. I've grown up a lot and have faced some difficult things. I got lost in the flow of life and time just wasted away. I wish I could tell you now how much you meant to me. You were the one that got away. So that's a pretty sweet message. So this definitely seems like somebody, for a lot of you, this could be specifically for some. But this definitely seems like somebody from your past. It seems like somebody who maybe you spent some time with in your younger years before you had a taste of the adult life, before life became hectic, became busy, before you had to worry about a whole lot of bills. I mean, this feels like somebody you may have been with in your youth, or I'm getting even like early 20s. It doesn't have to be, of course, but this is somebody who had a lot of fun with you, who got lost in the moment with you, and they wish they could go back to that time where you guys still felt young at heart and you didn't have as much to worry about the stresses of life. They want you to know that they feel like they may have taken that for granted, and life got very serious and they feel like they had an incredible bond with you that they'll cherish forever, and they wish they could have more time with you. So that is what you have for your letter. Please only take what resonates with you and of course leave the rest behind. We are going to shuffle some cards on camera. Let's just see what kind of insight we can get from spirit. Maybe some information about this person. That letter could have just been for somebody specific, or for a few of you. So again, take what resonates. There may be more information in the cards for you. All right, Spirit, this person's higher self, a message from this person's higher self. This bottom card, the Destroyer. Light attributes, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams and potential. So this person may feel like they may have had a lot of toxic traits at the time that you knew them. They felt like they were young and immature, or if they weren't young, they just felt like they were very immature. They feel possibly like they could have self-sabotaged this relationship between you. There's a lot of things that they wish they could have done differently that they know now. I feel like they may have, they come from a place feeling like maybe they have grown up a lot. And they just feel like I just heard they let things get too much to their head. That's something coming through here. But I'm getting that they were stuck in their own toxicity. At the time, they were not very mature. And they feel kind of like you were the one that got away. And I think that was that in this one. Let me check one more time. Yeah, we have you were the one that got away. So they feel like if they could talk to you again today, whether, I don't know if you have contact with this person anymore or not. For some of you, you don't. Some of you may, but just times got too busy, too hectic, life happened. Since you both have grown up in some ways, even if you were together or around each other when you were adults, I feel like this person, it feels like they were too immature to handle the relationship between you. This person feels like they wish they knew now what they knew back then. They wish they didn't take that time for granted. I just heard that they were some of the best years that they've ever had with anyone. And whether this was like a short period of time or a long period of time, they feel like, yeah, they wish that you could meet the new them. They wish you could meet them now because they're a lot different. They're more responsible. They've had a lot of life lessons that have brought them to this new point. And they feel like they would be more equipped to be with you now. They feel like they're the ones that destroyed whatever bond or relationship that you had because they weren't taking things seriously. Maybe they felt like they took you for granted, or they just didn't know what was important at the time or how to handle things. Yeah, this person has gone through and is going through a lot of transformation. They may have even gotten a family of their own at some point. That's a specific message coming through here. And it's just, they wish that they were more mature at the time. They've grown a lot. And yeah, I feel like maybe something slapped them in the face. They had a reality check of some sort that's coming through that caused them to have to shape up their ways or be more responsible. Okay, so this first card right here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'm feeling this bottom one as well. We have the Ace of Swords. Let's get a couple more. This person is coming through as somebody very honest. This is also somebody coming through that really treasures the bond between you. They feel like you had a soulmate connection. They feel like you had a really youthful connection, a really good friendship and chemistry. We have the Chariot. Yeah, this person really seeks to come back into your life because I just heard they have a message to give you. They want to catch up with you. This person feels like they've taken charge more of their own life. They've grown up a lot. And I just heard that they're more dependable now. So that's a specific one coming through for someone here. They had some sort of epiphany or realization, or they feel like they're more mature now and be better suited for you because of the things that they've gone through, the lessons that they've learned, and they don't want to self-sabotage it if they had another chance with you again. This could be all different kind of circumstances too. They may have, I mean, for example, they may have had a family of their own, and maybe there was a divorce or something along these lines, but there are lessons involved in that. Maybe it's been a while since this happened. That's just an example I'm throwing out there. So now it's like they're looking back at the time that they'd spent with you, and they feel like they've grown up a lot, and they feel like it was their fault that things ended between you. All right, yeah, Six of Swords. This person may have moved somewhere farther away from you. I'm feeling to pull one more for some reason here from this tarot deck. Yeah, this person may have left a long distance from you, or they may live a long way away from you, but you're still very much on their mind. They may think about like moving back to your old hometown or something along these lines. They feel like they've come a long way. They've had a lot of life experiences, and they would do things differently now. Yeah, they want to rebuild things. They feel like they've become a lot more self-sufficient, self-reliant. They feel like, please excuse the cars in the background. They feel like they've become a better person. They can stand up on their own now. They feel like they have a lot more confidence. They feel like they're putting certain priorities first now that they didn't back then. They want you to see that they're more solid and grounded now. That's a message coming through. Please, once again, excuse the noisy cars. I apologize if you hear that. Alright, so get a message from their higher self. One of these cards. Yeah, this person may want to make some sort of comeback or offer towards you, or have a more stable, solid commitment. How many do we have? We have 2. I'll take 2. Okay. With kindness and replenish. It haunts them. I feel like it haunts them that they regret a lot of things. They wish they could do a lot of things differently that they didn't back then. This person also had to go through a lot of inner child healing, or healing a lot of past trauma to really understand themselves or come as far as they have. They feel like they've made a lot of mistakes. They wish that they could have done things differently. They know now that what they could have done, or maybe ways they could have self-sabotaged with you. Yeah, this person is very much so stuck in the past. Once again, please excuse all of that noise. Person feels very much so like they're stuck in the past. They have a good heart that came with a lot of transformation, and they want to come back and offer you something more solid. Some messages from this person's higher self. Yeah, they want you to see the person they are now. They feel like they're a better person now. They could be better to you now than they were back then. Let's get any additional messages for group number 1. Shadow. Yeah, they've gone through a lot of shadow work, a lot of transformation. They've gone through many pivotal moments in their life that they feel like they've grown up a lot with, that caused some sort of epiphany. I just heard that it caused them to get sober, so that might be something very specific for some of you, or maybe you had an issue with this person, and that maybe they were hard to settle down, or I just heard they may have also been a party animal at the time, didn't want to commit. They wanted to explore their options. This doesn't mean like you should necessarily take them back or not, but this person does feel like they've changed a lot and they just wish that you could meet them they are now, and they think about this often. There's some sort of life-altering event that may have taken place in this person's life, and excuse that. And revolutionary, take risk. Yeah, see, this person wants to go on a ledge and they may want to come back to you. They may want to apologize to you. They want to take that leap of faith. They know where they messed up. They know what they did wrong. They know what they have lost, and now there's some sort of newfound freedom or some sort of epiphany that they have had, that they know what they lost. They feel like you are the one that got away. They feel like you're the only one for them. And now that they know that, they don't want to let you get away. They want that shot. They're going to take their shot with you. And you may be hearing from this person, or may have recently heard from this person too. This could have been somebody that you were with when you were younger, or maybe you never got that far. Yeah, they've gone through some sort of really big life transition, and they want to either move closer to you, I'm getting, like maybe distance-wise. They want to show you how they've grown up, what they've realized, how much they've grown. I feel like this person sincerely has grown, though. Take that where it resonates, but I do feel like that this person has gone through a lot, and they have changed a lot, and it's like they want you to know that you were the one that got away for them. They've become more of a leader too, taking more initiative, time for healing. Yeah, this person may also be in a state of healing because of this big transformation, whether this was recently or a while back. What that could be or mean is going to be different for each of you. That could be like some sort of transition as far as where they live, living environment. Maybe they went through some sort of relationship change or some life-altering event. Some of them might have had an even like a near-death experience. That's also something coming through here. Let's get one more card before we close out your reading. Get a message from your person's higher self. They feel like you've helped them become a better person too. They're more ambitious now than they used to be. Get one more card, Spirit. This is from this person's higher self. Yeah, this person definitely wants to reconnect. They definitely do. If you haven't heard from them, I wouldn't be surprised if you do in the future. Balance spirituality and practicality. Yeah, they're really in their head about you. They're really in their thoughts about the past. There's a lot of things they wish they could have done differently. They're really running this over in their head. They really are. This person is deeply reflective about this. This person feels like they messed up the shot of a lifetime with you. They can't stop thinking about you, quite honestly. Alright, that's going to do it for your reading, group number 1. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful and meaningful. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And if you are new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. And I will talk to you all again soon. Bye. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, group number 2, for those of you who were drawn to the group with the aquamarine crystal, I apologize if you can hear any noise in the background. We're just going to power right through anyway. But we have a channel message from your person's higher self right here. And then I will be shuffling some cards on camera for you to get any additional messages. So let's get right in and see what your person's higher self has to say. And so I'll put this in frame in case you want to pause it and look over it, but I'm also going to read it out loud for you. Listening to you was like getting lost in our favorite songs. I know how things got busy, got broken. I lost my temper and things got away so fast. I overreacted and I feel broken. I wish I could have just slowed down and counted my blessings before I let you get away. There's so many things I wish I could change. I wish I could have slowed down in the moment. Life got hectic, full of broken screams. I regret the way I didn't do better at handling things. Couldn't see past the fire to the diamonds on these things. I think I meant to write on these hands. Um, Now I'm left to remember to appreciate the little things. You helped me grow up. I'm sorry for taking you for granted. Thank you for teaching me how to appreciate the little things. So this kind of feels like, again, maybe that a very specific message, kind of like that young love where they felt overwhelmed possibly by the way that life had started, in the face of growing up or taking on too much responsibility or things getting real may have overwhelmed them, I'm getting here. But I feel like maybe this person, possibly, trigger warning, I should have said that when reading the note too, in case, but this person could have possibly blew up at you for some reason, I'm getting. They may have had a short temper, a short fuse. I'm gonna try to reshuffle that. That was a bad shuffle. And I feel like they may have been more sharp with their words. They may have overreacted. I also got, I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but Spirit is saying they felt like they were low on sleep. They had a shorter fuse. They just felt like life was getting too hectic, out of control, that they started taking the little things for granted. Okay, we have two that just fell out, and I'm going to go with it. A student. Light attributes, humility and devotion to knowledge, open to lifelong learning. Shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Okay, so this definitely to me is feeling like some sort of karmic partner that you had. They were here. You guys may have been destructive towards each other. That's something I'm getting, but you had a lot to learn from each other, even though there's a sense of resistance towards one another. There may be some tension even still between you two, but their higher self wants you to know that they are sorry for losing their temper. Their higher self is sorry. Their higher self wants you to know that it was meant to be a karmic partner. This was meant to be somebody that your soul had a contract with, and you were here to help each other learn, help each other grow, and learn hard lessons with each other that you'll take with you forever. I feel like you and this person have gone your separate ways, and again, there could still possibly be some resistance from you and this person, some tension, but their higher self acknowledges the lessons involved in this that their soul will take with them forever, and the fact that it's helped them grow. That is a loud vehicle. This person, their higher self acknowledges the fact that maybe you guys were not meant to be together, but they acknowledge that there's so much from this that is helping them become a better person once they let the pride and ego down too. So next one is lover. Light attributes, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Shadow attributes, obsessive passion that harms others, a self-destructive devotion. So specific message, once again, I am feeling like this is the kind of partnership, and I do feel like this is a past relationship more than likely, where, and if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it behind. It's for somebody else. But I'm feeling like this is the kind of partnership where maybe you guys kind of triggered each other a lot. You guys were, at least them for sure, were acting out of childhood wounding. I just heard that you were repeating like patterns you saw in your parents' relationships. toxic patterns, trying to break free of this, healing the inner child in a way. I feel like maybe there's still some work to go, and I don't know if this is on one or both sides, so please don't shoot the messenger. This is just what is coming through here. But yeah, it does feel like there's still some kind of resistance in the physical here, or in the ego mind. There's definitely some ego tendencies still happening right now. They may still be holding on to some anger, resistance, this very specific message here. But some of you may have actually had a child with this person, and maybe it's like this case of they weren't willing to grow up or see things the same way as you, and because of this, you may have put your foot down and walked away, or put your boundaries up and said enough is enough. That I feel from you. I feel like your energy is more in this Lover card, and theirs is in the Student. I feel like maybe they took on patterns of a male figure that you grew up with, like a father figure, and maybe you exhibited certain patterns of your mother figure, or vice versa. Like even could be in their own parental thing. You're seeing each other through your own wounds, or they are seeing you through that. I feel like maybe you've tried to compromise with this person, but because they're not willing to do so or put the effort in, because they're not willing to change, they're not willing to grow up, they may have some destructive tendencies or toxic tendencies. I feel like you may have tried to stay and change them or fix them at first, but you just felt like things were getting too out of control. This person had a lot of unresolved anger issues, I'm getting here, and there was a lot of emotional turmoil, and it felt like it was for the best for you to go your separate ways. But their higher self does want you to know that this is a lifelong lesson. This is also connected to some sort of karmic past life thing that they needed to learn, something that carried over from their past life that the universe is trying to teach them. Separate message for somebody. This could just be for somebody very specific, or some of you have some sort of new partner outside of this person coming in, some sort of, I just heard reward and blessing, some sort of soulmate connection coming towards you, a healthy fit for you that I feel coming for you. So maybe somebody needed to hear that. I just saw the image of a gift in my mind's eye. So this person definitely feels like a blessing coming from the universe, and might be somebody you are may end up in a long-term relationship with, or are currently now. But you're gonna have, I feel like you also have a lot of creative energy, but this person was not willing to change their patterns, and they didn't know how to. They were ruled by their anger, and they may not really admit this to you now, maybe not ever, because of their ego and because of their woundings and patterns. They don't know how to emotionally express themselves in a healthy way, except through anger, through blowing up, or toxic words. And their higher self is wanting to know that it's not your fault. They're talking out of their ego, they're talking out of their wounding. This is not an excuse for them. They do want to put their foot down, about themselves, about their lower selves here. They're saying that you were right for setting the boundaries. You're right for putting your foot down, no matter what this person has said or isolated you from, or put this wall, or made you feel like the bad guy in a way for their own demise. It's not true. This person may just be refusing to take any accountability for their actions. But Spirit is saying you have beautiful things coming towards you. And not to focus too much on the past, even though that's kind of hard. You've gone through a lot of heartache when it comes to this person. I'm seeing a butterfly in my mind's eye, so that represents transition, change, transformation. So they might very well go through that, but it's going to take a while, And I feel like this was more meant to teach each other soul growth lessons, very hard ones. Maybe help you, I just heard, help somebody grow out or heal through their codependency too. Teach you your value. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So a specific message for somebody. This person, there may be some potential for you to get a restart with this person, but not in a romantic way. This feels like maybe try to build a friendship, grounds of a friendship, but it's like you guys did the right thing going your separate ways. Somebody needed to hear that, I feel, is the healthiest option, and things will be even more abundant and beautiful and better for you both with the direction that you took. And this could just be confirmation for you that you made the right decision. You guys made the right decision, and maybe it ended up being mutual. Again, sorry for those loud cars. Let's get 4 cards, Spirit. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords, 2 of Swords. So yeah, at times I feel like you definitely, maybe you even put a wall, a boundary up to this person. And sometimes you feel really lost and confused or feel guilty about it. And this is just Spirit telling you that you made the right decision. There are more beautiful things that await you. And this person's higher self wants you to know that no matter like how they are maybe acting on the surface now, or from their lower self or ego self, that you made the right decision and they approve of your decision. Their higher self does approve of their decision. They know you made the right choice. Not to feel bad about it. They don't want you to feel bad about it. They want you to know that they see your independence. They see what you're doing without them, the load you're taking on without them, possibly for some of you. And they look up to you for that. They know it's a hard thing. I just heard it's a 2-person job. And they see the sacrifices. Their higher self sees the sacrifices you've had to make in your own inner child healing that you've had to go through. You found your freedom too through this situation or with this person. And maybe the connection between you at the time, I have 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to keep that right here. Made you feel like you were less than or not as valuable. And that goes back to the note too. Like, they weren't looking at the little things until it's too late. If they would admit that, they got caught up in the heat of the moment and they let their pride and ego stand in the way. But they're saying to acknowledge the strength. They came into your life for this purpose too, for yourself, to gain that strength, to gain that value and self-love, even though it came at a hard cost. It came bearing hurt, going through what you have had to face. It's maybe trigger warning once again. Maybe some of you had to break out of a cycle of some sort of abuse or emotional abuse or psychological, but I feel like at times this still lingers. You may still be plagued with certain flashbacks or emotional flashbacks, or there's still some scars from the past that you're healing through, but they see, their higher self sees you becoming more independent, and they're actually telling you on the other side here that they are very proud of you. On the other side, beyond this physical realm and what is taking place, this is actually a really cool, close soulmate. Even though this is a karmic partnership here, on the other side, there's a lot of love here, and they came into your life to, yeah, it's like the relation you have with them on the other side is very much so different than what's in the physical. And they do value, love you, appreciate you. They see all the hard work you're putting into something, and they're acknowledging that, and they do want you to know how good you're doing, how you're making the right choices, and they're acknowledging the pain of everything that you've had to bear alone and do on your own, and the pain that it had cost you. So let me get one card from here. I'm feeling this bottom one. Intention, okay. Yeah, you found freedom from this person out of a rough cycle. That is something, and I'm feeling like vibes of completion. You broke a lot of past life karma with this person. You may still be in the process of doing so. There's karmic ties here, but their actual higher self is rooting you on. They see the direction that it's meant to go. They want you to know that you are valuable. You're valuable, and the road gets so much better from here, even though it's hard to see it now, even though you're working through this emotional pain. So let's get a couple more messages here. Spirit, message from this person's higher self. So I'm feeling this one right here. Manifest. Yeah, you have the capability. I'm getting to pick that one. And movement, transformation. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys are going to be stepping really into your power. You are warriors, and this situation was meant to, in the long run, bring out this warrior spirit in you. You are a transformation queen or king. You are somebody that is gonna do a lot. Some of you are very self-sufficient, or learn to be very self-sufficient, and you're learning to trust in yourself. Some of you may own your own business, and that's going to have a lot of success for you, and they want you to know, their higher self wants you to know that you deserve it. You're doing amazing, and you deserve all of the blessings that are coming to you, regardless of all of the crap that you may have gone through with them. So let me pull just a couple more cards here, and then we will close out your reading. So Spirit, let's get some final messages for this group from their person's higher self. Bottom one. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Okay. Yes, exactly. That's the message that they want you to know. They want you to know that you are good enough, and it's time to release negativity. They want, deep down, no matter what their ego self may have said to you, I feel like maybe you even cut this person off or don't have contact with them currently, and maybe you're still going through the rough of things with them, but deep down on a soul level, in their higher self and their higher heart, they want you to know that you don't deserve the things that they put you through. They want you to know that you deserve to thrive. They don't want their words to hold you down or hold you back. They want you to see your worth, and I'm getting, even in their lower self, some of them that are more self-aware, they do want you to know that they regret their words. They regret what they said to you in the heat of the moment, and they want you to know it was never your fault, and you deserve to thrive. You are amazing. You're doing good on your own, and they don't want to hold you back. This person doesn't want to hold you back, even if they may not say so on the surface. Deep down and in their higher self, they don't want to be the reason that you focus on the past or you don't go forward. They really much so, they regret being the reason that you hurt. They really do. It bothers them every single day. I'm getting a specific message out there that this person may be struggling through certain addictions as well right now, and that is something that they are working through in the physical. That is something that they're trying to break free. Their soul is trying to break free or learn through. But they're saying that you did the right thing and you deserve all of the blessings in life coming to you. You really do. And they feel emotional saying that to you. You deserve this freedom. You deserve this success. You deserve this new love coming in for you. all of it. They're saying that you're an amazing person, you're an amazing soul, and they're appreciating the fact that they even knew you and that you are so full of strength and resilience. All right, that's gonna do it for you, group number 2. I hope that this reading was meaningful and helpful for you. If it was, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And if you are new to my channel and you have not already done so, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video and like to see more content like this, I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I can't wait to talk to you all again soon. Bye. Hey, group number 3, for those of you who are drawn to the group with the pink amethyst crystal, once again, if you hear any of the cars in the background outside, I apologize, but I'm going to do my best and power right through. I hope that it's not too distracting for you. So this will be a channel letter from your person's higher self. So keep in mind that how they act on the surface may differ from their higher self. That was very much so apparent in pile 2, but it may be different for this one. It just depends, but I just wanted to also put that disclaimer there, and just take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. So I'm going to put this in frame for you in case you want to pause and read it yourself, but I'm also going to be reading it out loud. So group number 3. I've moved far away, but I still see you in my dreams. I know it's been a while since we talked last, but I still appreciate our memories. Life just happens, but you're still on my mind. All the should've, would've, could've things. It feels like the only way to have you is tucked away in my dreams. I daydream of you often, settling down with you, what it could have been like to have a future with you. There's great distance between us, lakes and oceans and fair views. Sometimes I'm tempted to hop on a plane just to see you one last time. Our memories are something I won't easily forget. It was a chance of a lifetime with the time we spent. So that's a really sweet message. So this definitely feels like somebody that you have moved on from. The duration of time you could have spent with this person could very much so vary. This could be somebody that moved far away from you, or now they live very far away from you, since there was that message about living a great distance, or there's a distance between you, there's lakes, there's oceans, there's the fact that they want to hop on a plane with you. So this feels like somebody who maybe they had other obligation or life happened, so they had to move away, or just again your life went different paths, but they still do think of you, and they very much so feel that closeness to you, maybe dream about you often, and that they feel close to you in those thoughts or those daydreams. They do want you to know, like, you're still on their mind. Okay, so we have here light attribute spotlights your positive seductive qualities. Shadow attribute using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. So maybe this person, for whatever reason, they didn't get the chance to fully commit to you when they were with you. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person was very charming. They had a way with words. They had a way with their touch. They were somebody, maybe they could have even been, this is not going to be for everybody, but a little bit of a player to a degree. There's something that maybe had separated the two of you, got in the way. Or they just weren't able to fully commit to you for some reason, whether this was like life obligations, them moving, them having other options, for example. And yeah, I feel like that was the negative part of this when you had your time with them, or maybe you kind of felt like that, maybe because they couldn't fully settle down with you. You worried that they could be like in this player or non-committal energy, or maybe they You two just wanted two different things. Maybe you wanted a commitment and they didn't. They weren't ready to set roots. They wanted to have their fun, or sorry for that, or they could have just had their sights not on a committal energy because they knew their time was going to be limited with you somehow, whether this was them traveling, working. For some of you, could even be somebody, this is a separate message, that you are with, but they have to travel away a lot, and they wish that they could their higher self wishes that they could set down more roots with you or be more present with you. Yeah, when you're not around them, you're still on their mind. So that's a specific message here. But I do feel like they enjoy whatever time that they had with you. If this is somebody that you're not connected with anymore, maybe there's a level of connection that you guys still have. It's just not maybe necessarily what it could have, maybe would have been. Because of life obligations, or you could have parted ways. For some of you, I'm getting like maybe you were in a long-term relationship with this person, but you guys grew past each other, or outgrew each other, or wanted different things. But they still think about you, like what could have been, what would have been, for sure. So we have here the Queen of Pentacles. This came out in the last reading as well. Maybe you're drawn to both. You don't have to be. Okay. We have the Emperor. Alright, so this person has a very charismatic energy. So this person could have a way with other people romantically, or catch a lot of people's eyes. We have the Emperor and Empress. What in the world? Okay. And the Knight of Wands. There's some kind of guard up here. They weren't... and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, that also came out in the last group. So maybe some of you seriously were drawn to both of these groups. And that's your sign to go back and watch them both. If you are here from group number 2, hey and welcome. Maybe these are two separate people as well for you. But let's get more into the meaning of this. They really thought of you. I feel like they would have thought of you as somebody that they could have settled down with, but there were other obligations, or maybe they weren't ready to fully settle down, so they parted ways. It's like they never really fully gave the way themselves to you, but even parting ways with you, they still think of you. Yeah, they very much so still think of you. They think about what it could have been, what they could have had with you. They think about setting down roots with you, but maybe some of them have a little bit of a fear of commitment here with that Nine of Wands and Six of Swords. There could be great distance between you, just like the note said over there, the letter. We do have that Six of Swords, which can symbolize leaving locations, or moving, or travel, or leaving something or someone behind. They reflect on the past a lot, and I feel like they regret not saying more, letting you in more to their walls. I feel like there's a part of them that held back more with you, and maybe there's some sort of fear of commitment or settling down, but part of their heart really did want to try that with you. Part of them regrets not doing that. But they're wanting you to know that they really do support you on this journey. They really do. They see your shining potential. They see what you're doing. They see you glowing up, and they admire you still. All those feelings are still very much so there. This is somebody that kind of watches you in the background, and they may not be initiating the contact, even though they may think about it, but they daydream about you a lot. They may be watching your social medias a lot, or what you're achieving in life a lot, even from a distance. Like, they're keeping that distance, they're keeping their eye on you. Maybe every once in a while they even contact you. But this feels very much so like somebody that may be working on their own path, their own life. They may have chosen something else over you. They may have chosen a certain lifestyle or a career that's in a different location, or so many different variations of this can be for you. So take whatever resonates or how that resonates with you. But it feels like they chose a different path in life, or they had other obligations to go towards instead, and they chose a different path than settling down with you, where maybe you wanted more of that commitment, and they feel that you deserve that. And just like that note said, sometimes they're tempted to let down their walls and come back to you where they wish that they could. They cherish and admire the time that they had spent with you. That's coming through here. Like, they have very fond memories of you, a lot of fun energy. They think that you are a lot of fun too. They are wishing you so much success on your endeavors. So let's get some further messages from this person's higher self, or any information regarding this person or your situation. So, Spirit. Yeah, they see the way that you're building in your own life, and they want to congratulate you on that. You're very much so still in this person's thoughts. They still think of you from time to time. They want you to know that. They see what you're doing. They think you're doing an amazing job. They still think very highly of you. And I feel like this is likely both in the, let's just get one card, Spirit. For this bottom one. They think highly of you in even in their more ego form, in their higher self. So on the surface level, and also on their higher self on a spiritual level. Of kindness. So this came out in group number 1. Maybe some of you were drawn to all 3 or one of the other groups, but yeah, this person has a lot of nostalgia when it comes to you. I'm getting this person, yeah, a lot of nostalgia, a lot of good memories. They look back to the time they spent with you and they smiled. They feel very positive things about the time that they spent with you. They cherish those memories deeply. And they really do wish you the best on your journey, even if it's without them. They want you to know that they're also doing really well, but they still think about you. They still think about what it would have been like to settle down with you, or taking this other road. Sometimes they still want to even see you or catch up with you. So let's get right into your other cards. Feeling this bottom one right here. Manifest. Oh my goodness. So many repeat cards. Oh my lordy. That was, I believe, in the second group. And Ascension. Well, I picked that one and then it popped right out of my hand. So that must have really wanted to come out there. Yeah. So they're keeping you at a distance. I'm getting... They definitely are. They feel like, though, if your paths collide again, then maybe it's more meant to be. But for the time being, they want you both to build. I just heard build in your careers. They want you to build in your own success. They're building in their success. They very much so think about you. They may be a little bit in their ego as well, but not in like a bitter kind of way. I'm kidding. It's more so in chasing their freedom, exploring other parts of life. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing, but maybe some of them are more so exploring other people, and that could be like why we have that card down there that we had first. But sorry for the messy cards now. Yeah, this person definitely feels like they might have more of a non-committal energy, or there's some sort of halt or reason that they're keeping you at a distance, and instead of being closer to you, it's almost safer in their mind to daydream about you or see you in their dreams. And they still feel close to you there. They still feel like this is a place where they can have you, is when they have you in their thoughts like that. But they fear They also have a fear, like if they actually were to manifest this connection with you, they have that fear of letting you go. They have that fear of sabotaging things or not being good enough. They have that fear of losing you, and they don't want to lose that because they feel like there's so much to gain with you. Or maybe they're just not fully ready to settle down, or maybe they feel like you even deserve better than them. But there's still a lot of positive feelings, a lot of admiration towards you, even if they don't always show it. It's definitely there. You're in their thoughts a lot, and it feels like it's safer for them. They feel safe for keeping you at a distance for some reason. They feel like there's not as much to lose, but they still have you in their mind, in their dreams, in their daydreams. They still think of you, and sometimes they get really tempted to manifest those into reality, but they keep themselves at a distance or keep themselves from taking action. I just heard you both want different things. So let's get just 2 more cards here. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, focus on your goals, focus on the road ahead, and we have step out of your comfort zone. So they're definitely watching what you're doing from a distance. They're definitely rooting you on from a distance. They're keeping an eye on whatever it is you're doing. Maybe some of you have some sort of platform, possibly online or presence online, or you're chasing after some sort of goal and they're really rooting for you. They see you both going towards your own life purposes. They see you both achieving great and big different things. They want you to know, even if you guys aren't connected anymore, they're still rooting for you. They still think that your path is going to be big and bright. They see a beautiful future for you and for themselves. And this feels like you guys likely maybe even parted ways pretty peacefully, possibly for some of you. But it's like they see your star potential, and they see their own star potential. They feel like you guys didn't, and their higher self feels like you did make the right decisions. You're 2 big great souls with 2 ginormous purposes that are equally great. They see you shining. They want you to shine. They are still watching you. They're still daydreaming about you, and I feel like they're not going to be pushing the connection, possibly more so. It's more so if like your guys' paths collide along the way, or maybe sometime down the road. But this person definitely, they're watching you from a distance. They think about you a lot. They think about what could have been or what can be maybe one day, but they're saying even if time is holding you guys apart, if it's meant to be, it will fall back together. But right now you're both like building on your own characters and your own journeys. They're rooting for you on your journey, and they think that you deserve the best and shouldn't have to compromise your path whatsoever for them. And yeah, this person is really focused on their freedom right now. They want you to know that that's part of their journey. Some of them, they don't have to be. They might have some sort of Sagittarius placement too. Sagittarius can also be an indication of travel. So maybe they think about traveling to see you. You're very far away. So maybe they feel like the relationship potential is very unlikely because of the distance, possibly. But they do think about you often. They wish they could be closer to you, but they feel like neither of you should have to compromise your paths. Yeah, this person definitely does think about doing that sometimes, though. Sometimes they question, like, did I make the right decision? They do think about you often. There's a lot of nostalgia that comes up about you. Alright, that's going to do it for your reading group number 3. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you are new and you enjoyed this video and like to see more content like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.